Hi, this is Nikhil, and I have an experience in data engineering and I have worked on multiple data pipelines till now, and also I'm a professionally certified data engineer from Databricks. And today we are going to today we are going to cover two things. One is SQL coding practice we'll do, and another one is big data ecosystem. Little bit about that we'll talk. And why this coding is needed means in any interviews, right? There will be three things needed. Okay, SQL, Python, and PySpark. So we have to get hands on. A Python should be intermediate, basic to intermediate, and SQL should be in advanced level, and PySpark should be in intermediate level. These kind of coding questions you can expect in any coding round. So as per the previous request, we are directly jumping to the intermediate to advanced section now, and basics. I think you guys already aware of that. That's what we got to know from the previous calls. So let's get started. Let me share my screen. I'm turning off my camera. Okay, entire screen. Please confirm. Okay, please confirm if you can able to see my screen. Hello, anyone can confirm? Can okay? I can't hear. Maybe some glitch. Okay, anyway, fine. Where is that? Okay. So hope everyone have installed means set it up their community versions. Can you confirm over chat like all are in sync? Sorry. So okay. So yeah. So please be interactive so that we can make this session little bit more productive. Okay, and if you won't interact, like it won't be like that much. Means our minds will work in this pattern, right? If we interact, then only we'll get interest to do something. So this session will be a little bit advanced and like be mindful. That's what one thing. And let's begin. So today two things we are going to talk, right? First is SQL, another one is little bit about big data ecosystem. SQL, we are going to move from the SQL workbench to the Databricks, and I think you already might got from the chat, right? Got like hint you might have got. We are going to use Databricks. So and I'm going to walk you through the community UI, and I think I have the premium version also, but let's begin with the community version as of now, and later we can start with the premium version. And before that, before class starts, I want everyone to start your cluster. So like how to start the cluster is click on the create new resource. You can create from here, but this is a quick access. So create new resources, and whatever it gives, select same 12.2 LTS long time support version with the Scala 12 and Spark 3, and you can give the cluster name, and you can start. It will take around 5 minutes. So instead of waiting, you can just get started. Can everyone start this one? And
Okay.
I'll going to walk you through this Databricks UI, what is there inside that. And this Databricks is very much needed, and most of the companies are going to Databricks, either migration or development activities. So this big data is very much needed, means Databricks is very much needed and to have in the skills. So let's begin. So to create any notebook, right, let's go to, I'll make this UI a little bit cleaner. So first there is an plus icon. Okay, inside this we can create notebooks. These notebooks might be many of you have used Jupyter notebooks, Zeppelin notebooks. So similar to that, these notebooks also in similar pattern, and behind the scenes these are developed in Zeppelin through Zeppelin. Okay, this is for creating delta tables. So we'll talk about that in the later sections. And cluster, right? So this is a very important part. Okay, clusters either you can go through here or you can go through here in the from the compute section. Okay, so let me go inside the cluster and I'll explain a little bit about that. So in this, right, this we are using community version, right? here we have less options. Okay, means we are just have to give a cluster compute name. Okay, and runtime we can select. So in this runtime, right, there are two kinds of runtimes for ML purpose, machine learning purpose, one runtime, and there is a standard runtime for data engineering. This is standard means data engineering, ML means for machine learning. So this LTS, right, this LTS we have to always choose for development activities. Another ones just for previous means they will support for few days, they can remove any day. If LTS if we choose, right, if we go later section, this is the older LTS one, it is still there, and a latest one whatever new features they will be adding, you can access from here, but we'll always prefer the LTS versions. Okay, let me just go through okay, it is not opening. Okay, I can open the actual Databricks UI and I can show you how it actually looks, and that is Databricks login. Okay, let's type on it. Fine. Oh, I have to give mail ID, all those things. Okay, anywhere here. So okay, so this will be actual Databricks premium version looks like. Okay, inside the compute section, right? Yeah, come on. Yeah. Inside the compute section, if we create compute, we'll get lot of option. Either we need single node, okay, or multi node, and what is the access level we want, either single user or multi user, okay. And this is the version, same thing we spoke, it is already also there here. And there is a feature of Python accelerator. Okay, this was developed in C++ to accelerate the compute, but it will add additional cost. Okay, and also worker types also we can select, and there is auto scaling and auto termination, and there are so many advanced features like spot instances, logging, all those things we are going to talk, okay, later sections. But as of now we can go with community. Okay, and so that we can get started with
Hmm.
SQL and all those things. Sorry.
Nikhil, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
So, what exactly the cluster means
Okay.
here? Is it like a group of nodes?
Yes, correct. Yeah, group this clusters information, right? We are going to when we take this Spark, there we'll explain in detail. As of now, you can say like if we are using single machine, okay. So you can do processing in a single machine, and if you want to load huge data, let's say like if a system has 8 GB of RAM, okay, and let's say 15 GB, 50 GB of memory, okay, and if you want to store little bit more larger files, okay, then single system can't handle, so that we have to increase the configurations like hard disk and RAM, we have to add on to that existing servers. And that add on how much we can do, there are some limit, right? So there is some limit like where you can increase. And also infrastructure cost means if RAM will also cost some few bucks for us, and storage will also cost few bucks for us. So like in big data ecosystem, they developed a wonderful idea, they thought about a wonderful idea, so that they can group multiple systems. Okay, so instead of creating add-ons of RAM and memory, they can connect multiple systems. There is we have group of systems, okay, we can use those things, and we can divide our work. Let's say like if you have 1 TB of data, and there are five systems, each contains a 200 GB of data can be stored. Okay, and then what will happen is all workload will get divided. Okay, and there also optimization things will come, like dividing won't have parallelly, all those things. So that comes again, that is little bit advanced Spark. But I'm just giving you idea, like this is a group of systems we'll be doing. And here in community version, right, we'll get single node, means we'll get only one machine. Okay, and if we go to like premium versions, right, let's go to that. Okay, in premium versions, so there is option of multi-node, it won't come in community version. We have only one system, the other one system will work as a driver and worker. But here in premium versions we'll get multi-node, and also we can select what type of driver I want, what type of worker I want. All those things can be selected
Okay.
based on the workload. Okay, as of
Okay.
now, we just consider for SQL practice we are doing. Okay, so like what we need is just compute some kind of compute we need to, so that we can progress with our SQL queries. Okay, is that clear?
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So later there is a ML section. We are not going to touch this experiment ML experiment section, but later maybe in future we can touch that. But now I'm not going to talk about that. So there is a workflow section. Okay. So okay, this also requires premium version. Yeah, we'll go to the workflow later. And catalog, right? This is like a tables. Yeah, as of now you can consider this as an SQL tables. Actually these are called as delta table. They will give more features than normal SQL table, like time traveling and versioning, data versioning, and also we can directly use as an connect to direct BI. We can connect, or data science team can download it as an files, source files. All will happen dynamically. And this delta table things we are going to talk a little bit later. So as of now this you can consider as a we have a catalog. Okay, means we have the databases, and inside that we can create the tables. As of now there is no table, so we are going to create all these tables, and we are going to explore this a little bit. Okay, and this is a search tab. If you want to search, if you don't want to navigate, means if you know the keyword, then you can directly search from here. It will show the options. Okay, so now let's I want everyone to now focus on one thing. Click on the workspace and create one notebook. Can everyone do that? Click workspace and create notebook. Hello. Please be interactive so that we can move forward a little bit faster. We have to cover SQL topics. Hello.
Created the notebook.
Okay, sure. So let's move on. Now you have created the notebook. Let me create also. It will create an empty notebook, right? Close this section. Yeah, you can collapse the menu if you want, but this is the notebook name. You can give some valid name, maybe some like learning something. You can give valid name, and let's begin from here. So I have something prepared for you guys. Okay, I want everyone to do this. And so first step is we have to upload some data. Okay, so that we can do some on top of that we can do some queries. How to upload data now? Okay, let's explore that. uh, like first we have to click on this catalog. Okay, and here create table. Okay, first catalog, then create table. We have to click this one. It was going to open new UI for us. Okay, here we can see three things: upload, or S3 connect, and other data sources. So we are going to upload as of now. Okay, this is a DBFS means Databricks file system, and inside Databricks it will be managed. You can consider it was simple like an folder as of now, where we are storing the data, and Databricks can access that. So inside this I'm giving some path. Okay, means folder name. Inside the tables I'm creating one CSV, and I'm going to upload some files. So I have couple of files ready for this session. Okay, these are the four files. I'm going to just share it now. Also we'll share to Discord. So as of now you can observe what I'm doing, and you can follow same thing. So uploading. Okay, and after that you can create the table. Okay, create table with UI, and file store table CSV. This path you have to remember. Okay, and we have to select the cluster here, which is already running, and preview table. Okay, here it was going to start one session. Okay, so table names is this is a table names. What are the file names? It considered as a table names. Okay, and we just have to okay, here we have to select few more things. This first row is there, right? It is a header row, and we have to click on this, and we want to infer the schema. Means this is a int column, but it considered as string. So we have to add this one, infer schema column, and a multi-line. Okay, what is this? Invalid column type, column schema type, or the column birth date. Birth date have some issues. Let's see what is that. Birth date. Okay, birth date should have timestamp. Thinking. Oh. So birth date is, let's see, 1990 YYYY MMDD, right? Timestamp is not working. Okay, let's consider a string as of now. I think we can. I'll come back to this. We can in between we can update the data type, but this infer schema is not working. Let's move on with this only as of now. Okay, so I'm going to share the data files, and you can do this same thing, and here our data will get loaded. Whatever data we added, right, it will show some samples, okay, of our data, and we have something prepared for you guys, some questions. So let's begin with that. Let me share over Google Chat. Maybe I don't have Discord opened as of now, so for time being let's use this guy to upload files. There is no send message. Okay, so let me do one thing quickly. Let's see, try in folder data lab. Okay, it's slash game anyway. So upload data files here. Okay, this data lab, I'm going to click on this and share restricted. Anyone this link can access. Copy link, done. Okay, I'm going to share this link with you guys. Can you quickly do these steps? I can walk through again. If anyone faces any problem, I can help you there. This was taking longer.
Should we only load patient's data?
Yes, this is the patient's data. I'm going to a little bit walk through about this data, but complete this task. Let's move forward. Because this is a one-time setup, from tomorrow onwards we are going to use same data set. Okay, and first time this additional things are there because we are using new way, all those things. From tomorrow onwards we are directly going to use notebooks. Okay, please everyone do this. This session will be recorded anyway. If you face any problem, you can do that. Means you can do in your free times. That should be also fine. But at least try for as of now. Okay, so someone got thumbs up. We got thumbs up. Okay, let's move forward. I think we are going a little bit quick. I think let's wait one more minute for others to install. Others to do these things, all things. 27. We'll wait till 28. I think. Okay, so let's continue with our session. Maybe you can take this later. Okay, so now we have uploaded our data files. Okay, and if we go to catalog, we can see a couple of files. Oh, why it was only uploaded one file? Schema is this one, sample data is this one. What happened? Oh. I think we have to create 4 times separate. Oh my god. Give me a second. That's the reason we are getting some that schema issue. Okay, give me a name. Let me quickly delete that catalog. Delete, confirm and delete, and create table. There are 2 options, but we are going to talk about this later. So now for time being we can just do this. I think we have to do separately. Okay, in for schema there is no multi-lines. You can just create tables. Again we go to click on get table. First file, second file. Okay, table is got created and Okay, so now all our 4 tables got created. Let's begin. I go back to my notebook. Okay, so now we have done one thing. We have uploaded our data files and created the delta tables, means I can say tables. Okay, so and we have the path also ready, right? Using this, what we can do is, okay, you can click on any of the table, and I can see the more details, means what is the schema, okay, means what is the data types it extracted, and this is a default database. Inside that there is a table. And also we can do one more thing. There is a dbutils.fs command. Okay, this is a Databricks utility function. This is a file store, and later we can just do Linux commands. Okay, Linux commands like ls and any other things. Let me grab the path where it got stored. I'll show you another thing then. How to get path is from the, not from the UI, from here. So how to create. Okay, so describe mod SQL. This mod SQL, right? There is an additional features in Databricks. We can use any kind of language, either if you want to use Python, SQL, Scala, or we can use. And as of now, we are going to SQL. So first, what I'll do is describe table. This guy default dot csv. If I execute, shift enter is used for execute, or shift either you can use this button also. So we can see preview of the history. It means what is the table, means details. And if you want to see detailed, I can say describe extended, I think. Yeah, describe extended. What is this? Describe table extended, yes. So describe table extended we can see, and we can see where we created the actual files is residing. So there is this is a csv file we are able to access inside the SQL. This is the beauty of Delta Lake. That's the reason many of the organization moving toward the Databricks. So because of this Delta feature. Okay, so this is the path. We have our first file, right? And we can also see what is there inside this directory using dbutils. We can use SQL using this table name, whatever we used, or we can use this location also. And ls command will list all the directories. Okay, we can see there are 1 2 3 4 5 6, I think multiple times upload happened. Previous first time uploaded this one, right? So but you actually get 4 files here. Okay, and what we needed is doctor.csv, patient.csv. These all we need for this lab. Okay, are everyone in sync with me? Can you confirm please? If any doubts or any confusions, you can let me know. Hello? Okay, let's move forward. I hope everyone have understood what we have done. So I explained in detail little bit. Okay, because these details we need later. As of now, I'll comment these sections. Okay, and I'll comment this section also. There is this command slash or control slash to do comments we'll use. That is a shortcut how I'm doing commenting. Now in Spark, right, to access to run SQL queries we have to create a views, temporary views. This is not a SQL views, but we have to create these temporary views so that we can run SQL queries similar to like how we used to write in the SQL workbench. For that I'll give you this command. As of now you can just use this command. We'll teach what once we'll start with the Spark sessions, right, Spark trainings. Then we'll go into deep about this. Okay, so I'll share you this. And one thing we have to change here is, right, so I think I have commented that this is the path, right? Inside this path we have stored all the files, so it is already pre-configured. I think file store table slash csv. Okay, we have to correct these file paths so that we can load. So this thing also you can do, and later you can run this section. It shouldn't throw any error. So this is the, see here we have 4 views got created. This is coming from the data frame and schema we are getting, but we can run the SQL queries. We are going to that section. Here we have SQL questions ready prepared for you guys. So let me share that code. Okay, that is a black box code, you can think. As of now we won't going to touch that. You can just consider like it as a Spark. Using that we are creating a temp view. And okay, there is df4, didn't copy it properly. Okay, let me share separately. I think chat limit is there. Okay, okay, can you guys use this code information, means and run in your notebooks? I think same should work. Okay, you can copy this and store in your notebooks, and you can try these things. Maybe if you didn't got chance to upload the files, I upload very quickly. Maybe if you have that kind of problem, maybe you can do it later. And so basically what we created is we created a views so that we can do queries. Let me do one query now. This is the table name we can directly use in our queries. Let's say again I'm using the same cell. Okay, and I'm commenting. This is SQL comment. If we add 2 slashes, right, so I'll write select star from admissions. Whatever views we created, right, is I can directly write the query. Okay, I can do all the kind of activities here also. Means if I want to do means filter, or if I want to extract, I can do. And it will give many more features, like we can directly create a dashboard visualization, data profiling. So these details we are going to take later, but as of now we can able to run the SQL queries like that we can consider. And let's move on to next section. So we have prepared few questions. So I'll give another 10 minutes maybe for SQL so that we can cover other topics. I have prepared some slides for you guys, so let's complete this one. So I'll share you few questions in the chat, and you guys can start with the means coding, or you can give the ideas. Okay, so this is our first question. And if you want to get the schema, means if you are notebooks delta tables are not ready yet, then you can just give an idea maybe, and you can walk through about this question. You can do that. I'll give you maybe another 2 minutes for this task. Can please everyone do this? Just go through the question as of now. because I think you don't have the delta table setup. Okay, we are here, right? And limit fine. Okay, I hope everyone went through the questions. And from tomorrow onwards, you can keep everything ready, and so that we can directly start SQL. I think today we walked through all the clusters and Databricks UI. We took a little bit of time there, but it was necessary actually. Okay, anyway, so as I told, we can run SQL queries on top of the views we got created, right? So we have our question, okay, and there is some examples is there. So what is the question is, this was an easy to intermediate level question, okay, and intermediate level question you can consider, okay. So show unique first names from the patient's table which only occurs once in the list. We have to show a unique first names, okay, from the patient's table, okay, and it should occur only once, means two times if it first name occurs, then we have to filter that out, right? So maybe a few of you guys got this answer for this. Let me do quickly that code. Okay, let me write it for you. First, what we have to do is, let me update this code. I'll remove this limit. Okay, I'll format this little bit. And there is a distinct function in SQL. This is SQL functionality. This is not related to Spark, or this is not related to Databricks. This is then related to SQL. Okay, and as of now we have the schema here, right? So we have to select the first name. I'll copy from there the name. We have to select distinct first name from the patient's table, okay, and later what we have to do is, so we have to get the count, right? To count, we have to we have to apply group by and having, so that we can get count. Let me show that first. Group by first name, okay. Is having and where, can anyone tell me difference between having and where, if anyone knows? Hello. Okay, so okay, let me explain what is having will do. So where conditions, right? On the top of the table, we'll do filter, which are the columns means for based on what condition data need to be extracted, and after group by, if you want to apply any conditions, right, then we have to use having. So we applied group by, okay, and let's say we applied group by, and if I want to say just I want to get the count, I can say count of first name, okay, first name comma count of first name, right? So this will give grouped count. Let's get that, yeah. So this Shannon guy appeared 2 times, and some of the Mary appeared 4 times. So it was data is distributed randomly, but our focus is one, means where which is less than 2, means equal to 1. So what we can do is, where less than 2 count, okay, get everything, Okay, now it should filter all the means first name occurred more than once. Okay, now we have to just get the distinct, means some names got duplicated. I don't know which values got duplicated, but according to question, if you go, I have to apply this rule. Select distinct first name. Okay, so this will give who are the distinct first names available in the patient table, and only occurred once. There are no duplicates. Is that clear? Oh, okay. So, Kavana, what we are doing actually here is, so let's say if you say select, you know group by, right? Kavana, can you come a little bit on, like you can unmute yourself and you can speak up, so that we can, yeah. So do you know
Yeah,
group by,
Nikhil.
right? You know group by? Why we use group by? Hey, if you don't
Having
know,
the patient's name.
yeah, if you don't know group by, then you can just tell me no, I don't know. Then I can explain. So I'm just understanding till what level you can understand, so that I can explain you. So have you used anywhere group by before?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say why we'll apply group by, to apply some aggregates, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say if like there are, if I do select star from patients, okay, all the data will come, right? All the data will come. So I want how many occurs of this first name, right? There can be duplicate first names, right? I want first
Yeah.
group so that I can count how many times that maybe Laura, if you take, right, somewhere else that same Laura is there. Okay, so first we have to get the count so that we can do filtration, right? First we are grouping
Okay.
all the related names. Okay, all the related names.
Okay.
Now select star won't work. Why, you know? Because here this column has been grouped, other columns has not grouped,
Yeah.
right? Now we have to apply some aggregations. Okay, this is an string column. We can't apply some. We can't apply any means other kind. If we have int, then we can do more aggregations. For uh, for string, our use case is what we have to do. We have to select get the count of the first names, right? Are you with me?
Yeah.
Okay. So now if I execute this, what will happen is, now we got like Shannon occurred two times, means in that first name column two times this guy name appeared, right?
Okay.
We got these details now. Okay, right? So now what we want, what in question asked, show unique first names. We have unique names here, okay, from the patient table, right, which only occurs once in the table, in the inside the entire table, which should be only once. So this Shannon has duplicated twice, and this Mary has duplicated four times, this James have duplicated two times, right? So
Yeah.
we have to filter this. We have to only want who has one occurrence. This is count,
Okay.
means how much times these names occurred. This is, we are generating this column. I can give alias also as counts. We are generating this column. See, as counts. Okay, we are generating this column. It is not generated automatically. We are generating this. So now what we can do is, we can apply having, means where condition will apply before group by. Okay, after group by, if you want to apply any conditional statements, I have to apply having, and I am creating the count here. After group by only you can create the count, right? After group by
Hmm.
only we can apply the having. So having, I have saved this column, right? Having count less than 2 or equal to 1, equal to 1, right? If I do this, what happens is whatever one matched, everything will get,
Hmm.
right? So if I do this, we got all the names. Okay, who has one occurrence, there is no duplicate. Now you can't see two here, So this is the
Okay.
answer for this question. Have you got this or
Yeah, got it, got it.
okay? So I think we are running out of late means for time today.
So this is like a Jupyter notebook, right?
This is yeah Jupyter notebook, similar to Jupyter notebook you can consider. Okay, and you can also this is basically based on Zeppelin notebook, and yeah you can consider it as Jupyter. I think yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, welcome. So okay. So I think we don't need distinct also because we are already extracting means we are grouping, right? It is already giving distinct. So this is also not needed here. So I think we have 9 more minutes left. Do you have any questions? I think we can take these questions later. I'll share you this notebook. You guys can try in home, okay? And you can take this as an assignment, and you can complete. I'll share you this notebook maybe in Discord. Okay, you can complete this assignment. I have prepared 4 things, means 5 questions for this session, but it was, I think we are running late. So I'll share you this question, and you guys can try this and home, and tomorrow we'll verify what you have done. Okay, this will be our assignment, and I can make this a bit assignment. Okay, typo. Okay, that should be fine. So let's move on, and tomorrow, okay, onwards we are planning 2 things. Okay, first is SQL. Okay, for next few days till we go to advanced level. Once we are confident that we can able to crack SQL coding questions, then we'll move to Python. Okay, so parallelly we have to learn about PySpark, because what we are planning is in second month of middle we'll take the mock interviews. Okay, for that now it was helpful because we are going more speed. So now we can achieve that, and we can little bit earlier also we can push. So and we'll take one-to-one mock interviews, and there you can answer and you can get familiar. For that mock interview you have to get prepared, and if you get prepared and if you are able to successfully, if you're not also, but you can learn and you can means you can get the experience, and actual interview it will become simple, right? So now for that get started with Spark, already Shravan has explained in first class about the big data ecosystem. I'm going to quickly walk you through this so that we can start tomorrow's Spark. Is that clear, or any questions? Okay, so big data ecosystem, data from name only we can understand. Let me share this. How to share? Present. Yeah, it. Okay, so big data ecosystem, from the name only we can see it was specifically related to big data, and we are going to discuss about the ecosystem, means technologies what we are going to use for the big data. Okay, I'm not going to cover all the technologies, but I'm going to cover what is important as of now. Okay, and let's begin. So this thing you already know from the first class what big data is. There are 3 V's: volume, veracity, velocity, and variety of data, and large and complex data sets are there. We have to use big data tools to extract and process that. Okay, and we all know in last 2 years means everything got boomed, mobile and the internet got boomed, and 90% of the world's current data has been generated in last 2 years. This was the huge numbers, right? So and industry also adopting the big data technologies. Why? Because previously there was no tools to capture the data. Now we have very good tools. We have IoT devices, we have mobile devices, and we have sensor, like camera is also one kind of sensor. So we have huge variety of data is getting generated, and they want now to move to big data technologies so that they can process that faster. Previously it was very less data, no problem, but now it is huge data, right? So for this we are going to learn for them to help in their projects, okay, to achieve their goals. That is our main objective. Okay, so main thing is time and speed and cost. Okay, that is our main. We have to reduce the time for processing, and we have to reduce the cost whatever they're paying. That is our two motive in the big data ecosystem. How we are going to do? There are various technologies. Okay, and for data store, you might have know data sources can be anything, as we discussed now, sensors, IoT sensors. Okay, and even watches, that is also data generator. And social media like LinkedIn, if you post some images, videos, upload, everything will get stored somewhere. Okay, so and transaction details, let's say like if you are doing any ATM transaction, everything will get stored. That is also real-time data generation. And sensors, okay, like camera devices you can consider, that is also one kind of sensor. So these kind of things, data, these kind of devices is generating the huge data, right? So we have to store this data somewhere. Okay, and normal db means if we use local file system, it won't support that much huge and rapid it can store. Even mysql also it won't support that much quickly data is arriving. Okay, for that like we have to go with the big data. Okay, so data store we can use either s3, aws s3, and NoSQL devices, Hadoop, HDFS. This HDFS is distributed file system, means like you can see right from the name only you can see distributed means multiple systems are there, and multiple systems file systems, right? And S3 also similar, and it is also distributed. And ADLS is in Azure, it is also distributed. This is the cloud storage also provided. And mostly in your daily data workloads you will going to use cloud, you are not going to use HDFS. Maybe some on-prem is already developed, then you are going to use this HDFS, right? So and for data processing, to process, right, we have to process data, right? For that we are going to use Spark here. This map reduce also we can use, but it was slower compared to Spark. Why? We'll take that later. Okay, and also if you want to process real time, let's say if I am sending the WhatsApp message now, okay, it should reach immediately, and there are crores of users sending the messages. How everything is handling? Because it was internally using Spark streaming. We are going to the deep of every technologies what they are going to use, right? So next, data analytics. So and if you see we saw the data, right? Maybe here somewhere we saw the data. So if we show this kind of data and in crores of numbers, crores of rows, who is going to understand? By each row by row we can't see, and who is maximum salary or something if you want to identify, we can't see one by one. Okay, and query also. Okay, query is needs processing, but query also sometimes it won't be interactive. Okay, and if you want to create interactive queries, then we'll use data analytics tools. Okay, maybe Tableau, Power BI, and so many other data reporting tools are there, we can use that. So here is the diagram source, shows like there are various kinds of sources: mobile devices, IoT, and social media generating data. And ETL we are doing using Spark, and data stores we are using either HDFS is shown in the architecture, but we can use S3 and ADLS also. And we can do query like what we written query, right? That's SQL query. So similar to that we can use HiveQL language. Spark, using Spark we are doing the query now. And Impala is also structured query language, that also we can use. So mostly we are focusing on Spark here. Okay, and reporting tools, I think we discussed about this. Tableau and Power BI we can use, right? So let's, I think time is running, we are running out of time. Let's go a little bit faster. So use cases, healthcare, okay, retail. In retail, if you get if you see open Amazon website, right, and then you can get it will give automatic recommendations for each user. It will give different recommendations. How it will give recommendations? It was running a recommendation engine. Okay, it was a process, means it's a series of tasks it was running. So that AWS, Flipkart are already using. That is also using big data technologies. Okay, basically they are also using Spark, I mean. So finance also, for fraud detection it should be happen in real time. So let's say WhatsApp message example we took, right? Let's say if you want to do detect any fraudulent activities in real time, that all there also we can do. And again, this is a recommendation engine, and Netflix is also using for entertainment purpose. So these are the use cases big data is currently using. Okay, so I'll share you this slide. You can go in deeper if you want. And these are the, I think, previous slide you missed. So okay, what why data engineers are needed, right? So data engineers can build pipelines, manage large scale infrastructure, that is there. And data engineers help can move to data science very easily. Okay, because they are doing same thing, analyzing data, building predictive models. These models, each ML model requires the proper data to feed, so the data preparation is done by data engineering. So we can directly work here as a data scientist with a little bit of more knowledge. Okay, and big data analyst we already know, means analysis we are doing SQL queries. And we can move to this I won't suggest, because this is a little bit more deep. We have to go to ML algorithms. Okay, so this is also similar to data scientist can do this also, but this is little bit deeper. So now let's focus on this portion, data engineering, and this portion, analyzing data and building predictive analyzing data, I mean, not building predictive models, we are not going to cover in this. And insights from the data, that also will cover up to some extent. Okay, so salary insight you already know, data engineers will get highest salary. Okay, data scientists and data engineers are in peak. And but data engineer is, if you become architect after 5 6 years of experience, you can go to the architect level. Okay, there your salary is almost higher than almost all. Okay, so and each year 12% expected growth is happening. I think these details already Shravan have shared. And certifications, right? In every interview, they'll ask for some certifications with knowledge. So there are various kinds of certificates for big data: AWS certified big data, Microsoft Azure data scientist, Cloudera certified data professional. This Cloudera, I think I need to remove this. Sorry, Cloudera is not needed as of now. Cloudera became a little bit older. You can focus on AWS, Microsoft, and Databricks professional data engineering. So this one I have already have. Okay. So this any of these three, right? It will add very much in your resume. This, if you complete Databricks professional data engineering, you can either become AWS, either go to Microsoft. It will be straightforward. Okay, if you complete AWS, Microsoft will like workload will think you don't know about Microsoft. But if you complete Databricks, they will consider you know everything. Okay, and skills are, as we told, SQL, Python, PySpark, Apache, Kafka. Okay, Kafka is a real-time messaging system. Okay, so WhatsApp is also using this, and Hadoop we already discussed about that, right? So yeah, this is industry shift, and many companies are looking for that. We already know, and some case studies we already talked about this recommendation engine, right? Mm, and okay, one thing is, in big data everything is evolving very fast, and we have to do continuous learning, and we have to join the big data communities. Okay, means community means, I mean, like in Databricks I have a community, and Spark Summit events are there. We